and go to look, y'all are getting more than anybody that's been here forever. You know, and that created a problem. They all saw it. Whenever that got brought up, everybody else did. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to cut anybody. I mean, I don't want to cut money, but we can't give everybody in the county a raise to match y'all either that's been here forever. And I don't know. And here's one thing we've talked about: is the chief deputies are all going to make the same. I mean, you're going to make the same as not as Warren, because he's been here longer. But the ones that have not made it up to, you're making more than the one that's been there for 22 years.
How many chief deputies? We got 3?
We've got a total of 4 in the county. Warren has one.
Right.
And she makes $40,000 a year, and she's been here since 2008. 2008 or 9. Missy's been here for 22 years, and she makes $33,000. Collector makes 33. 33. And she's been here since 2019. And y'all been here for 6 months, and you make 36, and she's asking for 39. That's the struggle. And I don't know, listen, it's just a real struggle, and I don't know what to do. And I'm willing to listen to y'all, anything y'all have to say. I don't know what to do. We can't give everybody in the county.
Well, y'all making the same. What do you make today?
36.
You make 36. Y'all make the same.
Which isn't the way it should be, because what we done was we took a position that paid $8,000 and took it away from that. I mean, it would be fine if you made 36 and was still doing the $8,000 job that Becky was doing. Is that right? I mean,
I don't think it's. I think the law changed on that to where they can't be working. I think it is different now than it was when that.
Maybe.
Was.
I don't know.
Maybe, but it was still a job.
Still, they got that part of the job away, which makes the job easy.
Yeah.
Do either one of y'all have any suggestions for us? I mean, we're in a tough spot, and I'm putting y'all in one right now.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
If you like your job, you might not be getting a pay raise.
I mean,
I hope you really like it.
Really like it enough to take a pay cut, so it kind of sounds like.
No.
Well, one will.
One will, yeah.
Will.
Unfortunately.
But I don't know what.
But look at on the flip side, y'all been here 6 months a year, and your pay increases just skyrocket.
One of them's made almost $14,000 in a few years.
Yeah.
I don't know that either of us got a $14,000.
If the $39,000 one would have been passed, it would.
Yeah.
Be making 25 to 39.
25 to 39 in 2 years.
Well, that would have been like 28 to 39.
That's a lot.
So it's not.
Well, still, 28 to 36 is still a lot.
It's not a lot. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean,
You
when
see
you
our
argue with big
position,
numbers
I
and
just
little
hope
numbers,
so.
they're not accurate numbers.
Can I ask y'all what was the justification? I mean, y'all had to have known that was a pretty good pay increase.
Well, I'll just tell you, I didn't ask.
You didn't ask what you
Why
were
you
making,
getting it?
or
No, I didn't ask Shelley why.
oh, okay.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't have asked either.
Listen,
I wouldn't have asked.
I would, yeah, I would have said.
You never
I said
suppress
Merry
an
Christmas,
opportunity.
Hey, I don't blame you for what I don't blame you. I took it and ran too. I'm just saying
we were dropped in
it's
that
caused
box.
a lot of problems
No,
now.
and listen,
We
y'all
were
took on a
dropped
lot, and I understand that y'all have. Y'all been sitting down there by yourselves a lot. I mean, I get that y'all taking on trying to figure out some things. I'm not arguing none of that. I mean,
Right. So when
I
she
thank
said,
you for what you've done. I
Right.
mean,
So when she says this is what you make, I say thank you very much. I'm not gonna.
right? Yeah. Oh, I couldn't make that up.
I'm not gonna be like, are you sure? No, I'm not gonna say that.
Because yesterday we're going for a steak dinner.
Well, she's correct. It was in the budget, except for it was in the budget for somebody that had been there, the two, for 50 years. And when you start a new person, we have always, I say always, she hired one last week and made her at $28,000. We made Paul start his at 20. We've always brought it back down to where they weren't making more than the current employees. You know, the people that had been there for years. We always, except for we didn't this time, because we don't have a pay plan.
So is it starting out 28?
No. That was just the lowest paid in her
That was the
office.
lowest paid Haley.
Okay.
No, that was the
in
lowest
my
paid
job
in
as
her
a
office.
girl.
So she started
I
one.
didn't bring in a new one and start her out what my old one worked out at. I moved up. I moved them up, that's what I did. And
She
started
started
at the
that
bottom of
with
the
that.
totem pole.
So what they proposed was 37 for chief deputy, 31 for admin, or
No,
no, 34 was a proposal that they had stated. So whoever's making,
and we don't know who's making water, did we? Y'all walked up here.
Yeah, we didn't know who was what position or names or anything. I mean,
Right. I mean, it's not a,
Just
it's
titles.
not a hunt to try to figure out which one of you making more or whatever. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. But we've got to get it back to somewhere in line, or we've made everybody else off in the county mad. And created that we don't have enough money to pay everyone if we did that.
That's my biggest issue is you start,
There's not enough funds.
you know, you bump her up 3,000 or 4,000 and you bump the next one up 3,000 or 4,000 and leave y'all where you're at and now nobody else can get a raise.
Yeah.
So let's figure out how not to cut anybody and
Okay, so if they're
I
getting
think
paid
Missy,
36,
I think Tiffany and I don't think they're getting enough raise.
just drop
To
me
be
down.
honest with you.
Well, that's what I was saying, thinking about, because you
We're
mentioned
not gonna do
Tiffany,
that.
I'd be able to go Tiffany,
We're not gonna do
37,
that.
get her up, she's been here some years of certification. She's been hard to replace. Seriously, come on, please.
36,000, if they're getting paid 36,000 and you're wanting to start out chief deputy at 37, then one of them would be getting $1,000 raise.
Right.
If you're wanting to start the other admin out at 34, then one of them's gonna take a $2,000 cut.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
It's a lot closer than what it was earlier.
That's a lot closer.
I mean, I don't know what my job title is, I'm assuming I would be the lower one, because I've been here less
The
time.
job's 34.
When she first talked to us, she said, y'all are both my chief deputies.
Right.
This is the first I'm hearing of a difference.
There's not
Job
two chief
title.
deputies. Is there two chief deputies in Clark's office?
They're never had it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't look. No question I have.
So just drop me down to 34. And give everybody the rate.
Except for one other issue. that just comes
Go back
up.
and look.
It
Now,
is
here's the deal.
I mean, that's a Shelley
Yeah,
thing, too.
well, here's the
Let's
thing,
come up
she
with
actually is dual purpose office. Joe's office is a dual purpose.
Yeah, recorder and clerk.
So that's probably that was Shelley's justification of having two chief deputies, is she's circuit and county clerk.
I'm just going with what she said. I mean, like when she first
I
brought
actually
it in.
think there,
And then she
I
may
think
have
there may
changed
be
that.
two chief deputies in Clark's office.
Just
Well, it
because she is dual purpose.
I don't
Maybe
know
that's
that.
what her admin assistant is instead of,
An
I
admin
mean, I
assistant.
don't know.
instead of whatever that word means.
But I mean,
That just comes to light. It's the thing. I just don't think about these things. But yes, most counties have a circuit clerk and county clerk. she does both. That's why she has two chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out this week how many counties circuit clerk
Not very
is
many.
the clerk.
There's not very many at dual purpose.
I'm
But
gonna
I mean,
find out
clearly
this
said
week.
that she was the actual chief deputy clerk, so if I'm the other one, just knock me down
I'll text her.
to the lower.
You know, but if we have to,
we'll make 136, 137.
And I don't want everybody in the county to not get a raise.
That way you're not getting a cut, you're just not getting a raise.
How much money we got to raise?
Not much. We're actually $70,000 in the red.
Yeah, that's not much.
But I'm selfish.
Because
Our revenue versus
Conversation
our
for another day.
our expenses, we're $70,000 in the red. Now we've got carryover covered, but you can't spend carryover every year, or you're eventually wind up
Right.
broke.
Gotcha.
That brings home and beam, because they're probably both chief deputies. So if you're gonna pay all chief deputies the same.
like I said, maybe
I don't know.
Because that's
My biggest frustration though is with your position, not you. Your position lost responsibilities. Becky was dual purpose. She
Yes.
was election coordinator
with that.
and
But
records clerk.
when she said this is what you're.
no, I'm with you.
frustrated with the situation that we've been put in, and we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Cause there's nothing worse than you start talking about people's
Another
rights.
option.
So drop me to the,
Not if you're, well, if you're deputy clerk.
We leave them all
but I may
36.
not be, I don't know.
Everyone.
Everybody go to 36, the only
Chief
people that,
deputy's at
I mean,
36.
y'all are not gonna get a raise, but nobody's gonna take a decrease.
you
All
may
the
be
other
on
ones are
something.
gonna go to 36, so we get them
You
up.
may be on to something.
Yeah, we get them all back to 36. We get Donna to 36, we leave her at 36, we leave her at 36. We move Missy to 36. That's an increase in her, right?
Tiffany,
We're gonna get to Tiffany in a minute. She's not in this
when you say
conversation.
Missy, I'm gonna work, I've heard about
Missy.
Missy.
I'm working on Missy right now. I'm working on chief deputy.
Missy's at 35 too,
Before the raise or after?
before the raise. So she technically is she's gonna lose $200.
Let's give,
Jeez.
well, let's give Missy and Tiffany the bigger raise. 'Cause
Yeah,
they've
for
been here
time, and I
they've
mean,
been
we'll
here
clean it up
since
when we get to the pay scale.
And then,
Move Missy to 36 now and then give her the raise
23.
because of her years.
23,
Oh, okay.
it's 30,
36. 36,
for
36,
23, she will be
37.
35,331.
And 40. And now have 5. 36, 36. Tammy's will be 37.
Deputies, I mean, jeez.
Tiffany at 36, Missy at 37.
you're right, Warren, we do have to.
When you said that, I remember.
Shelley just,
I
we're
remember
doing,
that.
No, I mean, I don't know.
dual purpose office. We have 2 chief deputies.
Okay.
That's another problem.
That is another problem. I appreciate it.
So now we have 5 chief deputies.
Yeah.
Put 3 of them at 36, 1 of them at 37, and then mine, which is at 40.
And Tiffany goes to 36 for admin.
Are we gonna make you the GIS admin or
She's
whatever?
a coordinator.
I'm already a GIS coordinator.
She's already there.
Yeah.
She just don't get paid.
She just don't get paid for it, that was the problem.
That's a dual office right there.
I mean, I got to do all
She
the
should-
me and Dole got to
she
do
could
all the
actually-
911
She
stuff.
could actually be paid out of 911 and be justified, because 911.
We get reimbursed, I think. We get reimbursed on the
Yeah,
GIS
it's in
side.
matter of fact, I know that because Charlie called and asked me, and because he wanted to change the budget to, instead of 911 addressing, it was 911 something else.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Tiffany at 37.
No, 36. Missy at 37,
Missy at 37.
How's Missy
Tiffany,
37?
because she's chief deputy.
she's chief deputy and she's been there longer than.
What office? What is she in? I'm getting confused.
Assessor.
Assessor's office. We've been here, John, they took the food away, okay?
Deputy, honey. 22 years. Tiffany's been here 23 years, GIS coordinator.
And Missy's been here how long?
22.
How much more does Missy make currently than?
Then Tiffany?
Yep.
Tiffany's at 34, Missy's at 35.
That's with the raise.
No, without a raise. you're at 33.9.
33.9 and
Misty is at 35 too.
So about $1,000 difference, which will still be the same.
Yeah.
Roughly, right? Except for instead of you getting $1,000 raise this year, you're getting a $2,000 raise this year. Correct?
Missy, yes.
And so's
And
Tiffany.
so's Tiffany, yes.
Yeah.
They're getting $2,000 raises this
The
year.
difference between
We're able to
them
leave
is about
these
the
two
same.
alone and nobody lose any money. You get a little bit of the shaft because you're not getting a raise. Neither one of y'all. But nobody's getting cut either.
But they got a big raise last year.
Right. And you're right. I mean, you got to raise this year. I mean, it happened this year.
Well, yeah.
Is it illegal for me to pay them out of my pocket, extra money?
It's not.
We're gonna try not to.
We're gonna try not to.
I didn't realize.
What if I don't tell you that I do?
I don't care what you. 30, but that'll leave them at $36,000. Nobody gets cut that way. And they got the raise this year. I mean, y'all got that raise this year, didn't you? I mean, you didn't make $36,000 last year, either one of you did.
They started January getting it.
Right. No.
No, it's April.
You didn't start getting it till what? May, June, March?
Well, okay.
So that's this year. You've already gotten from 28,000 to 36,000 this year. That's it. You've gotten a $7,000 or $8,000 increase in your pay this year, and you've gotten the same or more.
So you're gonna have 4 deputies. No, you're gonna have 3 deputies making 36, and 1 making 37, and 1 making 40. That'd be your 5 deputies.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 right here making 36, Missy making 37, and mine making 40.
But yours is already making 40 right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're just talking about playing hers out.
Yeah, just even it up.
Even it up.
And Donna too.
Donna be making
That's Donna.
36.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don will make 36.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 deputies. We decided there's 5 deputies.
We
Yeah,
decided there's 5, that's
There's
correct.
two there.
There's 3 of them sitting here, and all 3 of y'all gonna go to 36,000.
Well, there's only
There's only two
two.
sitting there.
Only 2
There's only
sitting
2.
here.
Oh, you're not the deputy. My
Yes,
bad.
he is.
My bad. I was counting you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So
So is it going to 36 or 37?
36 on
36 for
chief
3 of them.
deputies, for the 3 of them.
Yours is going to be.
These
Yours
two.
is 37.
these 2
Donna.
and
And
Don
Don
will
is
be
going
at
to $36,000.
Missy will be at 37, and then mine will stay where she's at.
Yeah, and Tiffany will be at 36.
Yours is actually
And then-
going up 1,000 for the raise.
For the raise.
So,
And then
did any
my
of the chief
section will
deputies
go to
get a- did any of
31.
the chief deputies get a raise?
None of them got.
Donna will have gotten a raise.
Donna will have gotten a raise.
And y'all got y'all's in March, is what they're saying.
Correct. Yes, they became chief deputies in
Right.
March, and Donna became one in 2019. We're going to get her up to the same money they're making, so that we don't have to cut anybody. I mean, that's all I know to do. I don't want to cut anybody, but I also want to make the people that's been here make some money too.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have a problem with Tammy? Do you want to say anything about that, or Tiffany?
We know you do.
I know y'all want to say something.
I think it'll work.
I just don't want you to go back and create problems in your office.
I think it'll work.
I just don't want to.
We need to talk to Tiff. I mean, it's,
It's fine. It's
you
better.
know.
It's better than it was.
Well, it's $1,000 more than you were getting
Yeah.
before you walked in here,
I
or you
mean,
thought you were
it,
getting.
to me, it's still.
I agree, it's still not perfect.
It's still not right.
No.
I mean, it's still not right.
No, no, I agree.
But we are gonna work on a pay
Yeah, but I
scale.
want to work on a pay scale where we factor in some time and other things into this thing. I'm talking about a base. This is where we're at, and I swear I want to work in a time factor of how many years of service you're going to get X for this and X for that. We may have to base it off what Warren's, how long she's been here, and she's at 40. I don't know. I mean, we can use something. We got to figure out some way, but make that a base. That's more money than anybody was getting to start off with. I mean, but we got to start somewhere. I'm about wore out.
Okay, let's get through the rest of these.
Okay,
Thanks
so
for coming up.
yes, thank y'all. I appreciate it. And,
We take that to the office.
hey,
Well, I'm glad you like your job. That's what we appreciate. I mean, I'm serious when I say that.
You're
What's
leaving
your name?
We appreciate what you do.
Squirrel. Jump down.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks for coming up.
You bet.
Got a deal out.
What do y'all need me for?
Nothing.
You solved that problem.
Loan us some money, we'll
I
cover
think you have
freight
one
rent.
employee leaving. Okay, now you got one leaving. You can go work on that.
My other two,
Got
my
a
other two
$7,000 or
saying the same
$8,000
thing.
raise.
Huh?
Are my other two saying the same?
They're going to get
They're getting a $1,000 raise.
5,000 to 36, that is a $12,000 raise in a year, not even a year.
Yeah.
6 months, Joe. Remember that.
I didn't do nothing.
I know.
Oh, hold on.
I'm just
No.
saying.
They're not either. Who's your other two?
Tammy Mosier and,
Yeah, what are they considered in this thing? Are they these deputies right here?
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they are.
They'd have to be, because you got the other two out.
One
You
of
just have 4, don't you?
Okay. One of these.
You got one making 25,000.
I thought Tammy
See,
was
she used to have another employee also.
25.
She had 5
We got
employees
one
at
with-
time, didn't she?
With the raise that's gonna make 26,500. And one with the raise that's gonna make 31,000.
That's a huge gap. For the same amount of time.
Yeah, I agree.
What is it now? I missed y'all.
We've got one in that office that's gonna make 26,500. And we got another one in that office that's gonna make 31.
One's payroll and one's recorded. Probably.
Are they both new hires this year?
Yeah.
I'm sure they are.
Well, she's retiring.
Everybody leaving out here off.
Yep.
What did we pay them last year, Warren?
Cold outside today.
Pay who?
I'm going, who's your other two people?
Sheila and Tammy.
That's it, yeah. And where's Tammy?
So Tammy started in April, making
Okay.
28,000.
All right, Tammy shouldn't make over $29,000 this year. She's budgeted more than that. We need to redo her budget.
And that Sheila started in June, making 25,500.
And she ought to make 26. We need to refix the budget.
Say that again, 29 for Tammy?
She's gonna make $1,000 increase like everybody else around this joint with except for a few people.
And then
Is that
Sheila,
not fair?
That's fair.
I mean,
6.5.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all to talk about it.
we're going to, and you gotta get this budget put back together. No, I'm serious.
Hey, you
I'll
better
come
get a
help
copy.
you do it.
You better get a copy.
And come see us.
No, I'll come help you put it together, but we gotta put that together with these numbers or we're gonna be all messed up. She's got,
Shelley will get it.
Shelley did it.
God.
did Tammy make $28,000 last year?
She wasn't here last year. She's currently making 28,000. She started in April.
Okay, she's gonna make $29,000 next year.
okay,
And did Sheila make
Started in
25.5
June,
this year?
and she's making 25.5 right now.
She's gonna make 26.5. And that's not the numbers that are turned in on this piece of paper.
Okay.
This number shows that one of them's gonna make 31,000 and the other one's gonna make 26.5.
But we had a problem with the clerk. Probably should look at them a little closer before we started raising the mills. You reckon?
Okay.
nobody raised any hell on that,
Really?
really.
Okay.
I wanna go to the dentist with old Hank while I go.
Yeah, I know, kidding.
Those girls took that pretty well.
One of
I
them.
mean, that one was willing to go ahead and take a decrease, which I kinda appreciate. Okay.
Yeah, I kinda like her.
Okay. Now, did you write down the numbers that I said?
Yes.
Cause that's gonna be important whenever we redo the clerk's budget for. I assume, hold on, I've said that, let me double check something real quick.
So are you saying that the higher end is 25? Is that where you're talking about being the higher end at?
I can hear that part.
No.
We didn't.
So, Dole, what, at our higher end, at the road department, on your pay scale, new-
That's
new
what I
hire.
was talking to Tiff about a while ago, because if you want our new hire, just straight, nothing, no experience, anything's 12.75, that's something me and John David sat down.
what does that come up to?
We've, 25,
25 something?
yeah.
Well, the only reason I was asking is because you've got one hired in at 25 in the summer, and then you've got another one that hired in at 28 a couple months before.
In the clerk's budget.
Right. No, good,
The
good.
I
only
see that,
issue-
I see that discrepancy. I do, but.
The only issue that I see with you, trying to set a pay scale for the county for employees, is the fact that you have, like Tammy's office, where girls have been here for so long, they're gonna blow that out of the water, so I don't know if you,
Right.
where you go on that, because like Tiffany's, she's been there 23 years, so if you take.
We may have to do what we done at the road
If you
department,
drop
put a
it
cap
back-
on it.
If you drop it back and go $12 an hour, you know, and then you give her the $5.50 an hour just for
Got new
her
teeth?
time served.
Huh?
And then
Got
you
new
give her
teeth?
for
I got one on
certificate,
fire
you know, of course, they
I bet
take
you
the stuff
hopefully it's
that
done.
would be kinda like a skill deal. You're gonna put her up to about 19.50.
Right, we may have to do what we done at the road department, and there's a cap in it.
And pay cap.
I mean, that's,
Salary cap.
There actually is a cap on the AEC website. Just not sure what it is.
yeah, we may have to make a county salary cap, and every year when we give $1,000 raise or whatever we give, that cap goes up by $1,000, but you cap out at some point at, at 37.5 or 38,000, whatever that number is, magic number is, you've capped out and you're gonna get whatever the raise is, but you've done your service, and I hate to limit anyone, but you're not necessarily limiting them if you're willing to go ahead and give that raise every year, but we may have to put a cap on it to create what you're saying. Does anybody have the recorder's cost fund? I need to look at that real quick before we go any further. I need to make
Cost budget? This
Yeah.
one?
have these numbers the same on the other side, when I'm trying to figure out, does deputy have time?
Mine's completely different. You're a county clerk.
I know, but I want to know if that number is the same down here. 13,250, yeah, 15, whatever, 18.
26, they're the same.
Okay, so what she's done is, when you add them together, these are the salaries she was wanting to give. Well, this person right here, that's correct. This person was only making 28,000, so she had upped her about 3,000. This one right here, according to them, we're only making 36, so she upped them 3,000. And this one, crap.
Did you need this before the budget?
No, I've got it now. No, I just needed to look to see. I was just making sure my numbers are right. Okay, Hank, you missed out. Here's where we're at.
He done gone and cut.
We're leaving everybody at $36,000. There's 2 deputies downstairs. They're gonna stay at $36,000. They're not getting a raise this year, the 2 girls are. And we're gonna move.
Well, they got a raise.
Yeah, they did get a raise
They got
this
like
year. They got a big raise
$1,000
this year.
raise.
They're not getting the additional 1,000 that everyone else in the county's getting. We're gonna give Warren the $1,000 raise, and she's gonna make $41,000 now. We're gonna give Misty a $1,000 raise, and she's gonna make $37,000. We're giving Tiffany a $2,000 raise.
You heard it, 36.
36, and your secretary at 31.
Yeah, $2,000, same as it.
What's Missy's title in her office?
Chief deputy.
Chief deputy.
I think it's under data,
It's a dual one.
yeah, data entry and chief
Okay,
deputy.
I got you. All right.
So what we've done is, we've not had to cut anybody necessarily, but we're gonna use that as a starting spot. And we're gonna try to do some year service and some other things this year. And when I say that, I would love to do that, like start on it next month, if we ever get this passed. And I think that the finance committee, I think everybody that wants to be involved needs to be involved, including the elected officials. I mean, I think everybody that wants to be involved, that has a care in the county government, come together with something, have some ideas.
They deal with it every day.
Yeah, right, put it together, put us together a plan of what you think's a good idea that fits your office or whatever. But from now on, when we have higher ends, this is where we're starting. We're starting at $36,000 or whatever.
We'll have to do an ordinance on that,
Yeah,
and we'll do the road, but, that pay scale needs to be done by ordinance.
On all officers.
Yeah.
So what we've got in place now isn't perfect, because obviously some people make more than what they should.
Right.
I think you just have to draw a line in the sand and go back and say, okay, as these people leave, you're gonna get back on this pay scale when you hire back.
Correct. I think that's right.
Prevent this from happening again.
It
Yeah.
used to be $11,000.
It was higher on.
The higher, the higher on.
When did that go away?
Was $11,000. Well,
That's why
Well,
I was asking about the
when did
25
they
and
have a
28.
higher on?
Is there something
when
that
did it
should
go
have?
away? Because
I don't
nobody.
The number y'all came up with.
11,000.
She came up with the 28. She came up with the 25. I don't know where they come from.
That's what I'm saying, so.
No, we gotta have one of those. We've gotta come
Right,
up
there
with a
should be-
number.
There should be a higher end number.
Hey, the number's 28,000 or
Okay.
$29,000.
Right.
Every year you're here, you get this. We
Right.
salary cap at this.
If available.
If available, yeah, we salary cap at this. If we're not giving any raises,
You have
or
to be
whatever.
careful, because here's what the state of Arkansas did. They wanted to attract more people. They started giving these sergeants these big raises. Well, now you've got a sergeant that's been there 2 years making more than a sergeant that's been there 20, and it become a problem. Now the state have a whole lot more money than we got, and they can fix that problem. We can't fix that problem, guys. And this one may not be able to be fixed. I don't know.
Okay. But that's where we're at. Is that we're gonna try to do that.
Why did we decide to do the road department?
He's not taking a truck home. He's the only one driving a vehicle home from now on. And we decided that's gonna save $4,000 or $5,000 in fuel.
Stick to the pay scale.
And stick to the pay scale, and there are caps on them.
Are we gonna go with the pay scale?
I think so, if y'all want to. I mean, are you good with the pay scale? I mean, these guys have gotta make more money, I get that. It gets most of them, making $3,000 to $4,000 more, is where it actually lands us at.
Can we afford that, Warren?
I won't know until we get, I mean, I just won't know until we put it all back on paper and see where we come up.
Gotta put it all together and then say it's gonna work.
He has cut 2 employees.
Now, as far as the road department, it looked like their numbers look like it come out to what the revenue is.
They cut 2 employees, and that has their people making between $28,000 is the lowest paid one, up to Dole making 40. 28, 40. Most of them are making in that 33 range, 32 to 33, where it's got most of them making.
About 15, 75 hours.
$15 an hour, 15.50.
Not near enough, but.
Yeah, I mean, and I'd love to get more, but we just ain't got the funds.
No, that's understandable. That's a lot better than asking, you know, when we first come in, we got some for 78,000, we moved around.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you got to number 40, page 40.
We're on 40?
I mean, we got.
I thought it was on 39.
Okay, 40. Treasurer's automation.
I think.
39 is just auto,
Yeah, it's a,
Just from us, real fast.
yeah, I just moved everything to fuel.
Okay, you're spending that in fuel. That's got your fuel up to like $280,000 for fuel next year.
Hopefully that crap comes down.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's getting there.
Okay, the treasurer's automation fund went up $4,000.
Now it went up in
It's gonna be a
postage,
software,
wasn't it?
software, ain't it?
Postage, $4,300.
Nope, software went up $4,000.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? What page you on?
I'm on page 40.
I jumped.
Oh, I'm on.
I'm happy on 41.
Oh,
I didn't have a note one on 40.
okay, all right, let's go on. We gotta get done. Okay,
Good.
we got, where are we at? 41?
41 now.
Collector's automation. It went up.
Computer software, Warren's right.
Is it computer software too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like $9,000 there.
It's for computer software. I don't understand those automation funds, just to be real honest with you.
John Davis,
They're
they're
confusing.
1% money on those Dusters automation. It's 1% money that was passed during legislation when, in 1999, when the homestead come aboard, okay?
1% of what?
1% of the total collection of the homestead.
So $350.
Well, actually, it's the excess.
It's the excess.
It's the excess,
It used to be 1% of whatever the excess was,
yeah,
but they changed that law a couple years ago and they put a cap of $1 million.
yeah.
So it's 1% of that $1 million now.
And it's spread out among 75 counties by the number of homesteads that is placed in the county. It comes back, that 1% refund comes back. Now, within my law, I have to use that money, it can be used for salary, it can be used for computers, it can be used, anything to deal with the homestead, okay? But if my money is $30-something thousand, and that money is taking me since 1999 to now to get that $30-something thousand.
Okay.
So that's why I don't use
You
that
don't use
money
much out of it.
much out of it, because I did use to buy a computer, here, I don't know, it's been a few years back. I bought some computers with it, and other than that, that's probably the only expenditure ever out of that money.
Okay.
And I keep it for like if we need something to go with, like another computer, if one of our went down, a printer or something went down, a scanner, then I can use that money to buy that, as long as it's being used for homestead stuff. It specifically says that in the law. I can't just take it and apply it. I wish I could.
Gotcha. Okay. That was number 41. Or 40.
Yeah. That's 41.
42 is another automation fund. Circuit court. Stayed about the same. District court. Stayed the same. 44. Where's that one at?
Assessor's automation.
Yeah, that's the one we just talked about. We did it, you could probably with
We
it.
did it with our budget.
With my budget.
Did, that's correct.
Yeah.
Let's move on to 45. Recorder's cost fund budget. We've discussed that in here at length.
Yep.
And those numbers will be changing for the lesser down here.
Yep. County library is next one. It went up quite a bit.
Yeah, they're giving raises, and I don't know, is that just a pass
that
through? I mean,
pass-through?
do we do
What is
anything
that?
about that, or is that just what?
No, that's real money sitting in a fund down there, but they're in control of it.
They're in control of
They
it.
get one,
They get a meal.
they get one meal.
Okay.
Now,
They
they've
just tell
got,
us what to do with it, yeah. Okay,
they have their own board.
right.
They got their library board that meets quarterly, and they're the ones that approve their budget.
I'm not gonna
We're
argue.
just passing it through.
I think it's a
Arguing
recommendation
about small
for y'all to
equipment
approve
goes
it,
up
that's what it is.
$12,000.
Well,
What is that?
Yes.
Y'all, yeah, it's still up to y'all.
I mean, that, they come, they write it on there. Yeah, y'all have to approve it.
Yeah, they make pretty good money on this deal.
Yeah.
I was surprised a couple years ago, I went to the library, I wondered how much that place is used.
Oh, yeah, Calico, before you just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Child support stayed the same.
Stay the same.
Drug control stayed the same.
Jail budget.
Jail went up.
The jail went up a total of 100, and that is for.
All salaries, I
All
think.
salaries are up $118,000.
I think they pulled some salary
They
back
pulled some salaries out of
911 just because that fluctuation of after they changed the law on the cell phones and all that tax has finally kind of settled out, so it's not bringing in near as much at first as it was. So they put some more back in the jail, which jail's got almost $500,000 in it right now.
They pulled Sherry, I know, out of 911 onto jail. So.
Seemed like we moved a bunch of people last year too, didn't it?
We moved some last year, but I don't remember which direction it was. But we,
Voting and safety,
we lost Peter to pay Paul.
that stayed the same. Mercy 911, it went down 30-something thousand, but that was moving that salary around.
Well, what is that?
We moved salary out of 911 back to the jail.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Ambulance stayed the same. Public defender went up 1,000.
Back to this ambulance real quick, and I'm gonna make it really short because I'm about ready to go. We do need to work on something in the future, and I'll come to a ambulance board meeting. Something about when we're having some ball games in Izard County, there needs to be an ambulance service.
Yeah.
And there just does. That's ridiculous. Somebody laying on the field at ICC for 30 minutes, and Spring River finally showing up after 45. I mean, that just chaps
And
my
I know
little
there
head.
is rodeos and stuff like that.
That there needs to be an ambulance. Listen, when one of them leaves here to go to transport somebody or go to Batesville to pick somebody up, they need to send another one in this county then, not later, then.
See, I think the OEM director needs to call the Vital Link in Batesville, tell them, hey, there's gonna be a football game.
Well, I called the principal or the superintendents and told them, if they want an ambulance sitting there, I mean, that's their responsibility. It's gonna have to be them that'll have to pay for one to sit there. If the school wants it, it's sitting there. It needs,
What?
We're playing at the rodeo.
We're paying.
We're already paying them $241,000.
yeah, but if they're gonna have,
Once that truck leaves the county, it's no longer our truck. It becomes theirs because they're making money off of it. That's where we need to get the point across that they need another truck in the county.
I mean, we can't.
You can. We pay them $241,000. We can do a lot. We are the customer.
Anyway, I would like to figure out a way. We're not gonna get into that tonight because I'm tired. I want to figure out how to have an ambulance, whatever it takes,
Yeah.
in this county. When my kids play football out there at the football field, and when there's a kid at Calico Rock playing basketball or at ICC playing football, I want there to be somebody around in case something happens to my kid. Okay. Instead of, we were on a transport and we spent Spring River over to take care of it.
I think they left for a call. They were there when the ball game started.
They were at one of
and
them. There was another one going on at Melbourne. There wasn't one there.
Yeah.
What if somebody got hurt there too? And there wasn't any.
I had a call for a transport, cause it one of them other ambulances was gone.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they're short-handed on people like everybody else. Like
Yeah.
this whole-
Okay.
Yeah, that's what,
Adult drug court budget stayed the same.
yeah.
Circuit court stayed the same. Tobacco grant
It's the same.
stayed the same. Drug court, stays the same.
This is a new budget, that juvenile officer grant, that's just a grant, it's passed through.
I love it.
Good, mine said explain. My
Oh.
notes said
It's a
explain.
new, it's a grant that they got.
That's Judge Harrod out of Beaver Springs, does the juvenile court, and he's got a grant basically to hire a bailiff when he holds court here. It's Stephen Williams. So his office is right back here to the left now, I think.
Okay, does anyone have anything they wanna say? And does anyone have a problem with what we've done? If so, now's the time. I'd like to get it out of the way before I go on. Then I would like the book to be put back together with these new numbers and figures that we came up with tonight. And then you're probably gonna have to use some money out of, some carryover money to make this work, 'cause we're already $70,000 short. Eric's gonna find out for sure whether or not we can get somebody to save $12,000 down here before we meet back here. Then we're gonna put the budget together, and we're gonna come up here and look at it one last time. Or if we wanna go ahead and, you need to get the budgets to us so we can all take them home. You let us know when they're all put together in a book.
Yeah.
Everybody can take them home, and I'm gonna make a call to everyone, to see if anyone thinks we should meet before. If they do, we will. If not, we'll set a date to pass the budget.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking the week of the 27th, I mean, were you on? What days are we closed that week?
We can do this next week.
Monday, and we're closed on the Friday before.
I mean, we can do this next week one day.
If I get the books together, I'm thinking about trying to get the books together.
Right.
And getting them to all of y'all.
Yeah, right,
And-
no, I agree. But this is just Monday.
I mean,
What's today, Monday or Tuesday?
Monday, Monday.
Get them printed off and holler at, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we'll get them to, I'll have to.
definitely help you.
I can put them together.
Yeah, we'll get you some help to get them put together, but if we could get the book by the end of the week,
Yeah.
and we could look at them over the weekend, and I don't care to call everybody over the weekend and see if anybody had, on Sunday afternoon, see if anybody saw anything that they didn't like or thought what we didn't talk about. And if everybody's good with it, we'll plan on passing it the following Monday at, can you get over here anytime during the day?
Sure,
Oh,
I'll show up.
at like noon or something, can y'all come on
You
noon?
know, if you do like that, they had food, I'll show up.
Well, that would be the
You can do the 21st, that's our party.
Okay, does anybody have any questions right now? Go for it.
And you guys are welcome to finger foods on the 21st, we got some pretty good cooks.
The 21st, maybe that's the day we need to pass the budget.
That's
That's on Wednesday.
what we
That's
said.
Wednesday.
If the numbers work, we're talking about 36 for Tiffany, I might be about 37, because she got some accreditation.
Okay.
Years. That's the only thing I've got here. If the numbers will work.
You gonna write that down somewhere?
Yep.
Gotcha.
If the numbers work.
I appreciate y'all very much.
Tiffany, heck, nothing.
You just be quiet.
I'm more of somebody else pays my
I mean, yes, yes.
It's about 1,200.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
All right, anybody else got anything? You got anything, Willie?
Nope.
You got anything, Hank? Good?
I'm,
Sure?
I'm excited to see how
We,
our
if
final
we got the
settlement
money,
comes
we'll
out.
ask you.
Do what now?
I'll be excited to see how our final settlement comes out.
When should we know?
When Shelley gets it done.
Well, Shelley ain't gonna get it done until I get my monthly settlement for November done, and I just got it, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because that tells the true story of your revenues, your expenditures, and how close I am on my budgets every year. It does.
I ain't seen it.
I ain't in here all
Thank you.
I gotta go, it's pretty dark, I gotta go to speak.
You gonna be feeding in the dark, darling.
Hey, y'all may
Bye, guys, thank y'all.
Oh, shit, my brain hurts.
You going to Skelton?
Yeah, be good.
You'll have it ready tomorrow.
No, he won't. You don't have to work for it? No, he's got 7 ahead of me and he's been down.
Really? I normally the next day.
I know. A lot of times I think I'm over, he goes over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we could hold him and.
No, he's done
Yeah,
my
whoop him. Yeah.
Sitting on that chair. I forgot it.
Gentlemen,
When we get figured
it
out
was
how
fun.
people work.
They're not for it.
They're not in favor of that.
I don't give a shit myself. I'm getting hard to see a grader set at 8 o'clock in the morning and not moving till 8:30.
I'll give them credit around my place. I took come by and I shot my 7 a lot of
Yeah.
times. But that's,
I used
I'm
to,
up there, you know.
I used to drive to school, but I seen one set for 3 weeks and never moved when I was driving to school.
All I asked him about one day, said one time on the side road for 2 weeks, and it broke down.
No, this one wasn't broke down, this guy was on vacation. These other operators was getting paid for operating salaries, put one of their asses on it. And they can say what they
John
want
David,
to.
appreciate you. Done fine.
They can say what they want to.
But that woman's gonna make it. I like Chief Shep for what she's getting.
She got a she got a $10,000 increase, or no, she was making 28, she said. When she went to 36 this year, she's making $7,500 more than,
What?
or $8,500.
What did Mr. Cooper say about it?
He was,
He's blown away,
yeah, he doesn't understand the
It just got
budget.
dropped in his.
It just kinda got dropped on him, which I understand. I mean, he doesn't know what he's.
That girl was sitting in the back.
She was, Marcy Herring was really, really
That impressed her.
professional.
is that Frank's daughter?
I don't know. It's Herring, it's,
She actually looked at it and
Franklin.
said, if you gotta cut my budget,
Marcy
nobody else
Herring.
afraid to give me. She finally said, just cut mine.
Yeah, she said if you have to, she said you just cut my budget if that's what y'all can do. I understand.
When she said that, we had nothing.
Yeah, no, that's kind of my game changer is
Yeah.
when she said that we could.
Yeah, that's Susie and Frank's daughter.
That's it, yes, that's correct. But I was kind of impressed
Yeah.
with, you know, that she was willing for us to cut her budget to make so everybody.
I know,
else could
the
do
little
it.
one.
You get that line, see if I heard you lock on. Okay, yep, it is, you got it. Well, leave it back, we'll work it.
Well, none of our new elects, I don't think any of them went to the KV training. Well, I asked Michael, I said, you know, you don't? Oh, I know. I wouldn't say.